Good evening, I'm David Ogilvy,
And I'm John Roberts.
and this is our Business Model Generation Canvas.
I'd like to start off by talking about our patient. His name is Andy Gator. He's 17, he's single. His motivations are his family. He's getting to play the sport. He's looking forward to playing the sport he loves further in college and maybe in the professional level. He's currently a junior in high school right now, but his frustrations are he was just told by the doctor that he has a slight tear in his rotator cuff, and he's looking to come back from that, so that's where he would get in touch with us or our physical therapy clinic, and we would start Andy off with probably a little bit of rehab, mostly prehab though, because he's not post-op, but he is recovering from a slight tear in his shoulder, and so we would probably help him rehab, maybe some band work and light weights and stuff like that to rehab his shoulder to get it back in working order. And then Andy would have heard about us through channels, maybe the doctor's office that we were working with. The doctor would recommend us to help him with his physical therapy and him to be able to come back and be able to play baseball his senior year. He may have heard about us through emails or Facebook with electronics, or maybe even advertising. Like advertisement could be a big thing, and having banners all in high school outfields or college outfields he may have seen, or even sports teams working with being a PT. Having a PT clinic, we would be big on helping sports teams because, like we had both said, we've been college athletes, so we would know we would help them because we have a background in sports. And our customer relationship with Andy would be, just understanding where he's coming from because of our background, and being patient with him as he goes through a slow process of recovery to get back to health. Giving him our full attention, and encouraging him to make a full recovery and come back and know that he can be better than he ever was with our help. And then I'll pass it on to Dave.
All right, to get Andy back to playing shape, we're going to have some key activities that we're going to go through. Obviously, advertising network with the channels is big. Proper care and preventive care are big. Again, being understanding where Andy's coming from, working hard, giving us our full attention to get him better. And rehabilitation, both physically, obviously, to get him back to playing shape, and mentally to help him with any mental instability that he might have coming from the injury and his frustrations. We're going to need some key resources to do these key activities. And the key resources, first, our education as PTs, going through PT school, undergrads, everything that we've gotten in hands-on training to be the best physical therapists we be. We're going to have human resources, medical personnel, anyone helping with doctors helping with his diagnosis, us physical therapists helping with his rehab, and any trainers that will help him along his way while we're working with them, as well as people running maintenance at the buildings. Physical resources that we'll have are, any medical supply needs, tape, icy hot, lotion, all the workout programs we have, all the workout equipment that we have. That's a big key resource for us physical therapists, as well as financial funding, insurances. Insurance companies are big for physical therapies. That's where most of the funding comes from, as well as government programs such as HIPAA and health reform that's been going on, trying to get better health care for everyone involved. Key partners for getting those key resources, again, insurance companies, big funding, medical supply companies that will go there where we will get our equipment and where we will get icy hot and the lotion for providing our services. Hospital, doctors, and clinics, again, back to those channels, those are important, and also if there's any further injury in Andy or other patients' careers, we can send them back. Hospitals are good for keeping that network of patients. Universities, again, for that education, make sure they're pumping out a lot of PTs, future PTs, nurses, to keep everybody injury-free in the back. Pro teams and college teams, high school teams, are teams that PTs will work at for training, for just helping to keep kids off the operating table. Cost structure for all this, all these resources and activities, rent and building maintenance, gotta have a building that you can do that in, keep that building clean. Advertising, promotion events, those are big. A lot of employees, obviously physical therapists and those maintenance people, cleaning, doctors, anyone that need, any employee that we need to run that successful business. Again, our gym equipment is big, that's a big cost for physical therapy, and network with other hospitals and getting on the same electronic scale as they are to make sure that patients are taken care of efficiently and effectively. Revenue streams to help cover those costs are obviously the patient's co-pays, which will pay through cash, debit, credit, check, however they pay their copay. Again, it's big that it can change patient to patient because patients have different treatment plans, different options, different amount of therapy that they go through, and obviously it's going to be different based on treatment and how they decide to pay and how their insurance covers. And insurance companies are big, from Medicare, Medicaid, Cigna, Blue Cross, Blue Shield of Florida, just different insurance companies, different covering. And again, to cover that again, Andy Gator's our patient. He'll come to us, the physical therapist, to solve his problem. That's our value proposition. He'll find us through channels and build a relationship with us as his therapist. As therapists, we will give him his key activities using key resources that we have that we've gotten through key partners. And this again is the cost of running this business, our physical therapy business, and this is how we'll collect our revenue. And that's
Again, this is Business Model Generation Canvas by David Ogilvy and John Roberts.